Thank you for joining Wars of the Rosies, and this is The Two Selves of the Body by Frater Albert A. Chapin Jr., F.R.C. An article from Rosicrucian Digest, Volume 11, Number 10, November 1933. The Two Selves of the Body, Each is Essential to Complete Happiness, by Frater Albert A. Chapin Jr., F.R.C. A profound truth was uttered when Shakespeare said, "To thine own self be true, and it must follow as the night the day. Thou canst not be false to any man." To the adepts this is very apparent and known. To the seeker on the path it must be and will become known before any length of time as a seeker of the light. Rosicrucian philosophy is a practical philosophy. It opens to each student on the path the wonders of his own being first, so that the divine mysteries of the universe can more easily be understood and known after he thoroughly understands and knows his own self. One of the great truths revealed to the lower seeker is the one in which Shakespeare states, "To thine own self be true." Every seeker must seek and find his own self, and know and recognize it as a part of the divine being before he can become an adept and know the greater mysteries. For as above, so below, and man is and has all the laws of the universe in his own being. And now, before we can become an adept and know the greater mysteries, we must first of all find there is a union that grips us much closer than any material creation, one which makes marriage seem insignificant in comparison. It is an association we can never escape, and if we cannot make it a congenial one, we will never find another that can give us happiness during this incarnation. If we can make that one worthwhile, all the others we want in life will be added to that which is the soul, the real self, and not the material body and its functionings. You have got to live with yourself, your real self, to obtain love, light, and life. It's a life sentence we are born with and we cannot escape, no matter how frenziedly we may try. We can go to a picture show, see the picture and get ourselves into such a subjective state that we imagine and live in the picture for the time being. Or we can imagine for the time being we are one of the actors and enjoy living for the moment in the theme of the picture. Then when the show is over and the last curtain falls, we again realize we're back with the company we really are. We can travel all over the world if the cosmic has given us material wealth during this incarnation, but we cannot get away from ourselves for long. We can play bridge, dance, or drink, but sooner or later, we have to face our true self in the dark gray light of the morning after. We may even have children, but if mother or father are not capable of teaching the light, they will not have the proper joy of raising them up. Doesn't the above sound awfully dull? This life sentence stretching ahead of us so discouraging. It need not be, because only boring people are ever bored. Once you made yourself into good company, you're fixed with good company for life. You alone can make yourself into good company by living as the true Rosicrucian philosophy teaches and following its teachings as a student on the path. First of all, do not run away from yourself by not being afraid of your own company, but regard the person you must live with as a person worth looking into, studying, exploring, and examining. If you find a cheap streak and replace with a fine one, if you find a weak spot, strengthen it. Whether it means a matter of exercise for the development of the material body, experiments for the development of the psychic functionings, or a course in shorthand or philosophy for the development of the brain and body. If you find an ugly defect, brighten it with beauty. Whether it is a permanent wave or a book of poetry that will teach you to open your eyes to the loveliness around you. Find your sense of humor, cultivate it, nourish it, and then use it until it grows into something to depend on. Meet all of your temptations. Make your decisions, speak your words, and above all, think your thoughts. Do all this in the way you will be comfortable with afterwards, and be the sort of person you want to live with all of your life. By living and blending the material with the real self, you will find as time goes on that although you are unassailably armed against the agonies of loneliness, you will find in due time that you have less and less chance to be lonely, even for outside company, for there will be something about you that will shine in your confidence and your freedom from fear, fathering, and inadequacy, if you are on good terms with yourself. This will attract people unfailingly because people will always flock to something secure in a shaky world. It all comes to this. Be the sort and act the sort and think and visualize the sort of person you want to be, and other people will want to be with you too. While I am still as yet a very humble student, standing only at the outer circle, trying and hoping someday to be admitted to the inner light whenever those who are guiding me see fit, I offer this, my humble message to those on the path. Learn to rely upon your inner guide, your real self. Baby it, talk with it, and ask it for advice, wisdom, and divine guidance. It is the divine part, the real you, that has unlimited wisdom, for it is the Godhead expressing itself in your being. No one can develop it for you. One can only point. It is yourself who has to seek and find it. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. And if you can, please consider donating to Wars of the Rosies. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.